Nothing is there.
No, we chant
Last
some
time
few
also we
verses and
checked.
then
It's not complete, maybe. I don't know.
yeah. But yeah, we'll try to complete because this chapter is quite long. Chapter. Lord Chaitanya's South India tour. So naturally, because Lord Chaitanya traveled to so many places. Okay, okay. You're able to see, no? Yeah. This we saw last time, I think. Ramdas was very pleased to receive
Oh,
the
you want to see the slide?
slide. We'll see after some slokas.
Oh, okay, okay.
We'll chant and then go to the slide. Okay. Patrapaya viprera haila andalitaman.
Patrapaya viprema hailya anandida mana.
प्रभुर चरणे धरे करये क्रंदन.
Prabhura
Pura
charane
charane
dhari
dari
haraye
kare krandana.
kradharanam.
Ramdas Vipra was very pleased to receive the original manual of Kurma Puran and immediately fell down before the lotus feet and began to cry. So for Ramdas Vipra, he was a great devotee of Lord Ram. You remember, no? So there is original manuscript. So what was there in Kurma Puran?
That Mother Sita was actually not the Ravana kidnapped false Sita,
False.
Maya Sita.
She was Vedvati. Vedvati is different. So Ravana cannot touch Sita Devi.
Sita.
So Ramdas Vipra was fasting and fasting and fasting. So Mahaprabhu went. So from where he got Kurma Puran?
Rameshwara, Prabhuji, Rameshwara.
Rameshwaram. We saw last time.
Dhanush Tirtha.
Dhanush Tirtha.
Yes.
Southern, returned to southern Madurai and delivered the original script Kurma Puran to Ramdas Vipra. Achha, so Ramdas Vipra was staying in Madurai.
Madurai.
And Mahaprabhu went ahead, that is Dhanush Kodi, Rameshwaram. So there he took this Kurma Puran and brought it back to show. So Mahaprabhu would not do this for anybody. So you can see the kind of caliber of Ramdas Vipra. So I'm just seeing from where he got here.
Last time you told Prabhu, Dhanush
What?
Tirtha.
Dhanush
Dhanush
Tirtha, na?
Tirtha. Yeah, you
Okay.
said
Dhanush Tirtha. So Madurai to Dhanush Tirtha is how far?
3-4 hours, Prabhu. I think 3 to 4 hours by
Yeah,
car.
by car. But Mahaprabhu didn't go by car. Mahaprabhu went by walk. So Mahaprabhu, just for the sake of Ramdas Vipra, he changed the course of his journey. Amazing, no? Mahaprabhu wouldn't do that for anybody else. And I think only once he did like that, going ahead and coming back. No, nowhere else he did. Because Ramdas Vipra was really a very great devotee. See, what was written there in that? The two verses. When he was petitioned by Mother Sita, the fire god Agni brought forth an illusory form of Sita, and Ravana, who had then 10 headed, kidnapped the false Sita. The original Sita then went back to the abode of fire god. When Ramchandra tested the body of Sita, it was false, illusory Sita that entered the fire. At that time, the fire brought the original Sita from his abode and delivered her to Lord Ramchandra. So this is not there in the Valmiki Ramayana. But that doesn't mean that what is not there in Valmiki Ramayana is not true. So this is there in Kurma Puran. So we saw na few things are not there. Lakshman Rekha past time,
Yeah, yes.
then Shabari And then I think that Rameshwaram pastime, right? Lord worshipping Lord Shiva. These three things are not there in Valmiki Ramayana. So, because if the Lakshman Rekha is not there, then from where the fire god will come? Na? Fire god has to come, and that is the time when she crosses the Lakshman Rekha. That time fire god comes and takes this Sita, original, and gives the duplicate Sita. So that is happening during Lakshman Rekha. And then when Lord Ram takes Agni Pariksha, that time then original Sita is given back. So the details are in Kurma Puran. Hmm. So some people say, oh, because Shabri pastime is not there in Valmiki Ramayana, that's why it's false. Oh, but it may be in other Purana somewhere. Hmm. So Shabri, just because it's not there in Valmiki Ramayana, doesn't mean it is false. So Valmiki Ramayana Valmiki gave certain part, but the details are there in Kamba Ramayana, Nam Ramayana, Ananda Ramayana. Which other Ramayans are there?
Kamba Ramayana, Tamil, Kamba Ramayana.
Kamba is Tamil.
Yes.
Okay, Kamba Rishi. And there are many hundreds of versions are there. But of course, then we have to see which is. So there is. But anyway, Kurma Puran is bona fide. So if Kurma Puran is bona fide, then which pastime has to be bona fide?
Lakshman Rekha.
Lakshman Rekha pastime has to be bona fide. Yeah. This is done. So he started crying. विप्र कहे तुम्हें साक्षात श्री रघुनंदन
विप्र कहे तुम्हें
तुम्ही
साक्षात
साक्षात
श्री
श्री रघुनंदन
सन्यासी वेश मोरे दिला दर्शन
सन्यासी
वेशे मोरे दिला दर्शनम.
So immediately he recognized that you are that Lord Ram himself and you have come as a sannyasi to give me the audience. So Ramdas Vipra could recognize that. Amazing. How happy he must be that Lord Ram himself has come to give me the proof. So who else recognized the Lord like that? That you are only Krishna. Which Brahmana? Which other Brahmana recognized Lord at the first sight? No. Last time we saw. Which Brahmana? When he went to Sri Rangam.
The Brahmana who was reading Bhagavad Gita. That
That Brahmana. He immediately recognized, oh Lord, you are the same person who has told me. You spoke Bhagavad Gita. He also recognized immediately. So those who are great devotees, they can immediately recognize, he is my Lord, same Lord. He has come as sannyasi, but he is my Krishna, he is Lord Ram. How happy they must be. So, you have come as sannyasi. Recognize immediately. Mahadukha haite more karila nistar.
महादुःख
ऐदे मोर
हरिला
हरिला निस्तारम.
Aji mora घरे भिक्षा कर अंगीकार.
आजी
जी
मोरा
मोर हरे भिक्षा हरा अंगीकार.
You have delivered me from very unhappy condition. I request you to take your lunch at my place. Please accept. So last time what he did, when he had called Mahaprabhu for the lunch, why he couldn't serve the Lord?
He didn't prepare the food cook the food.
He said that Lakshman has gone out.
Lakshman will bring fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, he was
Sita
really
Maya
in
used to cook.
bhav. Yeah. And he was waiting, and then he started crying. And Mahaprabhu was amazed. What kind of bhakti is this? Hmm? He was not just hearing the past, and he was into the past. So that's how we should hear also. When we hear, we should actually think that we are in the past time. That is first class hearing. Parikshit Maharaj also was hearing like that. When he would hear, oh, Putana has come, so immediately he was little afraid. What will happen to little Krishna? He is only 6 days old. And Shukdev Goswami could see on the face of Parikshit the fear. So that kind of hearing is first class hearing. So who else was first class like that who would go into the Lila directly while hearing?
King Kuleshekar.
Kuleshekar Alvar. You know, while hearing Ramayana. So when Kuleshekar Alvar heard that Sita was kidnapped by Ravan, he became so angry. You rascal Ravan, I will show you. He took the sword and started running. And when the ocean came, he got down from the horse and started running in the ocean. And what happened? When the water became till here, everybody stopped. Everybody was seeing. But Kulshekar was running in the ocean. And when the water came here, until here, what happened next? Did he drown in the water?
No. Because
Then what happened? He was running towards Lanka. So we all went to Lanka, na? So how deep is the ocean?
Very deep.
deep.
Very deep. Can you go running from Rameshwar to Lanka? But Kulshekar Alwar started running to catch Ravana and beat him. Nobody dared to enter the ocean. All the soldiers were, on the shore only. But he started running, and he was not stopping. And with his sword upraised, he was running. So what happened next? What happened next was Lord Ram, along with Lakshman and Sita Devi, came from the other side, rowing the boat. And Lord Ram said, "Oh, Kulashekar, don't worry. I killed that rascal Ravana, and I have brought back Sita Devi. See, she is there with me, Lakshman and Sita Devi on the boat." And when Kulashekar Alwar took darshan of Lord Ram, Mother Sita and Lakshman, he was in great ecstasy and bliss. And then Lord Ram took Kulashekar on the boat, and then all four of them came on the shore. And then Lord Ram said, don't feel so much separation from me. I will give you one murti. So Lord Ram, from his own hand, made a nice murti and gave to Kulshekar Alwar. And he said, whenever you feel separation from me, you take darshan of this deity, and I am non-different from this deity. You will not feel separation. And then Kulshekar was so very happy. And Lord Ram assures him, don't worry, no need of going and running in the ocean. I have killed that Ravana. Work mission successful. Now you go back to the kingdom. So Kulshekar Alwar was so very happy. How many of you would like to take darshan like that of Lord Ram coming on the boat? And Lord
Haribo.
Ram and so he could understand Kulashekar Alwar's intense emotions. So that is how a first class hearer is. So Ramdas Vipra was of that same category. Now he is now calling because last time he couldn't serve him. Please come, please come. Mano dukhe phala bhiksha na dila sei dine.
Manodukhe bala bhiksha
Manodukhe
nadila se
Lila
dine.
Saidine.
मोर भाग्य पुनरपि पाइलून दर्शने.
Mora
Prabhagye
bhagya
Navage
Punarabi
Punarabi Pailun
Pailur
Darshane.
Due to my mental distress, I could not give a nice lunch the other day. Now my good fortune, you have come again to my home, please. Now, can you imagine the fortune of Ramdas Vipra? Lord has come 2 times at his house. Lord has returned back. So he was so much happy to serve the Lord. एतबली से विप्र सुखे पाक कैला.
Etabali
Etabeli
se
Sri Vipra Sukhe Paga Kaila
उत्तम प्रकारे प्रभु के भिक्षा कराइला.
Uttama
Uttama
Prakare
prakare
Prabhuke Bhikshara Karaila.
So the Brahmana very happily cooked very nice food and first class dinner was offered. Very good.
Very good.
Whether it was dinner or whether lunch, I don't know. Because here in the translation, word to word bhiksha is lunch. Papa, uttam prabhakare, and here is given dinner. Anyway, lunch, dinner, whatever, but he very happily cooked and Lord very happily ate. So one lesson we should learn from Ramdas Vipura. What do we learn? Very important thing. Yes. What is very important thing? Yes. What is important thing we learn from the story of Ramdas Vipra? Nobody?
Please.
Anybody? Somebody?
To give.
Everybody? Nobody?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, if you have faith in Lord, the Lord reciprocates.
Okay, faith in the Lord, Lord reciprocal, that's fine. But I'm looking for a particular lesson. Very important lesson. Yes. Please try. So many are there, devotees. So many devotees are there. No. So Darshan Vasudev Prabhu is not there, otherwise he would raise hand. One try, one. At least from one devotee I want to hear. Somebody. Then I will tell. Yes, please scratch your brain. You are very humble, that's why you are not answering, or you are all feeling sleepy, that's why.
We have to utilize whatever chance we get to serve the Supreme. If
Utilize not a chance to get to serve. Okay.
when if you get whatever chance, you have to grab it and do the service to the Supreme. Please.
Very particular lesson in this pastime. Very
He is
important
able to
lesson.
recognize the identity of the Supreme Lord because of his pure devotion.
Okay, because of his pure devotion, he could recognize. That is one thing. But see, in this we see that Ramdas Vipra was disturbed because he couldn't understand that why it happened like that. Why Sita Devi was kidnapped by Ravana. And how could Ravana touch Sita Devi, who is mother of the whole universe? They were so much disturbed by this very thought. But then the pastime reveals that something else had happened, not exactly what he was thinking. So, like that, we have to submit to the will of the Lord. That why it happened, why it happened at all, we may not find the answer. But we should always think that whatever has happened is by Lord's desire. You getting? Because now, if you this was just one incidence of Ravana kidnapping Sita Devi, Now, if you see Ravana killing Jatayu, that is also quite disturbing. In fact, how could Ravana kill Jatayu? And Jatayu gave up his life for serving Lord. Then, what else is sometimes disturbing? Oh, how could this Mughal king Aurangzeb destroy Govind Dev temple, which was built by Rupa Goswami? How Mughals killed so many Vaishnavas? Doesn't it disturb our mind or not? Yes or no? No? It disturbs or not? I'm asking.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes we hear such things that deities were harmed sometimes. Is it not?
Devotees also suffering.
Devotees harmed, devotees suffering. And if you hear that, in New Vrindavan, the thieves came with guns and then they broke the deity. And some of the thieves in Mayapur, they stole the deity. And like that, many incidents had happened where you feel quite, why like this it happened? Why? Or sometimes some good people, they meet with an accident, and all of them die in a bus collapse, and they have somehow gone to Kedarnath, Badrinath, and suddenly what happens there? Kedarnath, Badrinath, what happened few years back? And cloud burst. You heard that news or no? And
Yes, Prabhu.
and many people died. And they were all devotees of Lord. So we feel disturbed, na? Sometimes. Why? How can this happen? Why at all this happened? So one has to understand there is some deeper meaning to all that. I may not be able to understand right now, but there is some meaning, and nothing happens without the will of the Lord, without the sanction of the Lord. The Lord has sanctioned, and that has happened. So I cannot understand right now, but there is some deeper meaning. In this case, Lord brought that proof and explained to him, but every time Lord may not come and explain. "Gee, this happened because there is a history and there is a mystery." So then Lord will explain, oh, this, why these people, so many people were killed here, that is, and like that happened because they had history. So like that, Lord may not tell every time, but one very important lesson from Ramdas Vipra's story is we may not understand why it happened, but we should have faith that it happened by the sanction of the Lord. The Lord has
Recent
sanctioned.
verdict also, Prabhu.
Pardon?
Between the Ritvik and this one, the court given order. Many people are, devotees are puzzled.
Yeah.
They say
See,
Prabhupada is one, like that.
see.
So, it creates like people have different perception on.
Yeah. Actually, if you see the whole thing, uh, the case, as we know, the case was not for the case is not for the who is right in philosophy. The
Yes.
case was for what?
Property.
Property. But they turned it into we won means our philosophy is right.
Yeah.
That is completely bogus. You won the case because that property, okay, that belongs to you. Okay, take it. ISKCON doesn't lose anything. ISKCON has so many properties just by that. ISKCON Bangalore, some property. But that doesn't prove that they are right in their philosophy. Hmm. So, okay, sometimes like that defeat is there. So, what can be the reason? So actually, Kunti Maharani, when she says this verse, Tvaime Ananya Vishaya Matir Madhupate Sakrit Ratim Udvatta Dhagange Yoga Mudanvati. In that, Jiva Goswami gives very nice purport where he says, uh, when the water flows of Ganges towards the ocean, it flows so swiftly. But if some obstacle is there, like a stone or some rock in the middle, then what happens? The water flow stops.
No.
Actually, what effect it happen on the water of the rock?
It will take the other sideways and reach again to flow. And also
Yeah.
the rock also eventually becomes softer because of continuous flow of water.
And actually, Jiva Goswami says that actually the water flows more with more momentum there. And there is a sound also because of the rock. That he says in a devotee's life, when there is some obstacle, there is challenge, there is some problem, then what happens? The devotee's enthusiasm to serve Krishna all the more increases by that obstacle. So by the obstacle helps a devotee to increase his devotional service. So like that, the obstacle serves as a catalyst for a devotee. So whenever there is some defeat or something, one should actually become more enthusiastic. More enthusiastic to fight back. So in during Prabhupada times also so many problems and so many difficulties, and you will see in Lilamrit, if you say hear about the first Rath Yatra in San Francisco, that was a big failure because when they were taking the Jagannath Balli Subhadra on a truck, flatbed truck, and Shamsundar was driving, and the truck stalled, engine stalled, and stopped in between, and it was like a slope, like this. They were going on a slope, and when the truck stopped, and behind there were thousands of devotees and others who were chanting and dancing in Kirtan, oblivious of what is happening. Now, if the truck engine stops, now what will happen?
It will go back.
It will go back, and all the devotees, it will crush everybody.
Oh my.
Everybody will die. So Shyam Sundar was in anxiety, my God, and he's putting his leg on the brake and trying to start the engine, and it's not starting, and it was so anxiety and devotee. Oh my God, what is this? For half an hour it stopped, and then
Oof.
somehow the engine started, and then they went ahead and then completed. And then everybody then met Prabhupada. Prabhupada was not personally there, and they said, Prabhupada, today everything was okay, but this major failure happened for half an hour, 1 hour, our truck stopped in between and we couldn't move ahead. It was such a great anxiety for everybody. If the truck comes back, everybody will be killed. So many will be killed. What? And I was in anxiety and everybody in anxiety. That was a finger. So sorry, Prabhupada. Everybody was like, more was like, Prabhupada said, really? The truck stopped for 1 hour? The engine failed for 1 hour right in the middle of the road? Yes, Prabhupada. Prabhupada became so happy. Prabhupada said, Hari Bol. And Prabhupada, what is it? Yeah. Is it Yes, that means Jagannath has accepted our first Rath Yatra in America as bona fide. Why? Because every year in Jagannath Puri, when the Rath starts, it never reaches directly, it stops in between. And similarly, Jagannath did the same pastime of stopping in our first Rath Yatra in America. That means he has accepted our Rath Yatra as bona fide.
Hari.
You should be happy. Everybody was Hari Bol. So Prabhupada turned that apparent failure into and stepping stone to success. So that is a devotee. So when there are obstacles, actually Bhaktivinoda Thakur says obstacles are my great friend. In devotional service, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says obstacles are my great friends, because they help me to increase my flow. The stone rock comes, the water flows with more force. So that is a devotee. Devotee doesn't mean that, oh Krishna, everything should happen, there should be no obstacle in my life, everything should be very nice, then I will do your nice bhakti. No, that is not devotee. Devotee means whatever obstacle may come in between, I will increase my enthusiasm 10 times more. If 10 obstacle comes, I will increase 10 times more my enthusiasm in bhakti. That is a devotee. So, so this much we should be able to understand. This much we should be able to do. We will not be able to understand why this obstacle has come, why we are defeated, why Krishna did like this, why Ravana touched Sita Devi, why this happened, why so many Vaishnavas were killed, why Aurangzeb broke the temples. Why? We may not be able to get the answer of all this why, but at least we should have the answer that whatever it may be, it is for my good. It is Krishna's will. And only what I should do is I should increase my enthusiasm with every obstacle. So that is a devotee. That is the important lesson from Ramdas Vipra. Understood the lesson? Or no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Clear? So, other than Shivguna Prabhu and other than Sri Kumar Prabhu, somebody I want to explain in brief. Not everything, but what important lesson we learn from Ramdas Vipra. Very important lesson. Very, very, very important in devotional life. Yes, anybody else than these two devotees? Yes,
Hare Krishna Prabhu,
your name?
Anuttama Gopal Das.
Okay, Anuttama. Yes.
Whatever the obstacles may be, we shouldn't go after finding out what the reason of the obstacle is. Instead of that, we should think that this is the Lord's will, and we should move ahead without getting bogged down.
Very good. Very bold. And not just go ahead with double enthusiasm.
Bold.
So, yeah. So I very like this pastime very much of Ramdas Vipra. So some things are there in the history for which we don't have answer actually. Why? When we think oh, Rupa Goswami is who? Rupa Manjari. And he built that temple, 7-story temple. And Aurangzeb, how could he touch also? How could he break the 4 or 5-story? Only 2 are remaining. Wow, how could Aurangzeb? The temple built by Rupa Manjari. Why? We don't have answer. Accept it as Lord's will. Move ahead. So many times we don't have answer of why. Ramdas Vipra got the answer, but at least we should remember that there is some history, something might be there, something was there. And Lord's sanction is there, that's why it happened. Accept it and move ahead. Okay, so in our life these things happen where we don't have answers. Why? Why का आंसर नहीं होता? But what can I do now? That should be the question. Okay, now Sita was the night in the house of Brahmana. Then, after showing him mercy, Lord started towards the Tamrapani river in Pandya Desh. Okay, so now he has moved to Kerala, to your Kerala. All of you are from Kerala. Pandya Desh is situated in southern part of India known as Kerala. And Kola. Where is Kola? Kola is in Kerala?
Timbraji Kollam now, Koilon it is maybe.
Koilon. Tamrapani river is there?
Tamrabarni is in Tamil Nadu, bro.
Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
In the Ramayana, the Tamrapan river is mentioned. Tamrapan also known as Purunai.
Brunei.
Those through Tirunelveli.
Tirunelveli is Tamil Nadu.
Before
Tirunelveli.
Tirunelveli. It's in Tamil
Tirunelveli.
Nadu.
South Tamil Nadu, border to Kerala.
Okay.
Hare
So
Krishna,
he is,
Prabhu. This river is flowing near Adikeshava temple, Tamarabarni river.
the Keshav means Kerala.
And it's a border, Kerala,
Acha, acha.
Tamil Nadu.
Adikeshava
Kerala,
temple
Tamil Nadu.
before this was Tamil Nadu. Now I think in
Acha,
Kerala.
No,
Kerala.
Prabhu, it is still in Tamil Nadu only.
Tamil Nadu only, Mataji? Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So Kerala, he went to Kerala, Kola, and then this river, he took bath or what something. Then after saying Lord started towards the river. Okay, then Tamruparani. Okay, they took there are 9 temples of Lord Vishnu at Naya Tripati on the bank of river Tamruparani. After taking bath in the river, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the deities with great curiosity and wandered on. Okay, so there are 9 temples of Vishnu on the banks. They're still there? You have visited these 9 temples? Alvar. 9 Vishnu temple as Naya Nava Tirupati. Acha, Nava Tirupati is there, huh? You have visited or situated in around
Is there,
Allaga.
bro? South, yes, it's there.
Now also? Acha.
Yeah, now also there.
All 9 temples are all together.
Yes, Alvar. Yes, Alvar.
South of the
Very
assembled
famous.
together during a yearly. Acha, all the deities also assembled together during a yearly festival in the town. Alvar Tirunangarai.
Tirunagarai.
Tirunagarai. Yeah. Alvar. His name was Alvar. Or Alvar's name is this.
Alvar is actually they are the actually incarnations of the ornaments of the Lord. 12 Alvars.
So he is one of them, Tirunagarai.
No, he's not Alvar. I don't know. Tirunagarai is place name, but based with that Alvar name has come. We need to check, Prabhu.
Okay. So Mahaprabhu went ahead and saw details of 2 brothers of he and proceeded to Tilakanchi. Tilakanchi is there, where Lord Shiva's temple is there. Then he moved ahead. Then visited Gajendra Mokshana. Oh, really? He went to temple of Lord Vish. He then came to Panagadi, a holy place where he saw the deity of Lord Ram and Sita. So Gajendra Mokshan is Kerala.
It is
Sometimes-
Nagarkovil, Tamil Nadu, Prabhuji. Now it is Nagarkovil, Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. It's given here. Actually, deity is not Lord Shiva, but of Vishnu. My God. Sometimes mistaken a temple of Lord Shiva. Gajendra Moksha happened. Actually, Gajendra Moksha happened in heavenly planets, basically. But this is like representative of that. Gajendra Moksha.
Praji 222, verse number 222 is Central Travancore in Kerala.
Later,
that is very important. Our Jagasashi Prabhu has taken land over there.
Acha, Chamtapura.
Chandapura. It is known as Chenganur now. Chenganur always.
But we have temple here.
There, Prabhuji has acquired a big area to build Tripada temple. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Hari bol.
So the collections are going on. And
Acha.
so,
Great.
yeah, first
So,
the satsang will be starting soon.
okay.
And later on, the temple, very
We'll
big
be
temple.
visiting there in the yatra? In the
It's
this yatra?
nearby one Krishna Balram temple only.
No, this yatra we are going, na? Srirangam. So in that we are visiting this
No,
places?
I think it will not cover this place, bro.
No, na?
No, that
Acha,
is only
acha.
in and around Srirangam.
Srirangam. Okay.
Yeah.
So
The
we have
other
not.
temple is in Kerala, Prabhu.
Acha, these are in Kerala, yeah.
Hmm.
In Kerala. Where we'll be in Tamil Nadu.
Can try to
Okay. So then Lord went ahead, then went to Malaya Parvat and offered prayers to Agastya Muni. He then visited Kanyakumari. Okay, Malaya Parvat is here at Kerala, extending to cave called Malaya Parvat. And there, who is there? And offered prayers to Agastya Muni. Agastya Muni was there. And then he went to Kanyakumari. Lord Ram also met Agastya Muni. Agastya Muni gave to Lord Ram
A special mantra, no, Prabhuji? This
arrow. He
yes,
gave
sir.
special arrow to kill Ravana.
Arrow.
Aditya Hridayam. And that is what Lord Ram used to kill Ravana. So, Malaya Parvat. Anyway, then Lord went ahead. After then Kanyakumari, he came to Amlitala. Very sorry day of Ramchandra. There, after he went to the place known as Mallardesh, where a community of Bhattatharis lived. Oh, now this Bhattathari pastime. It happened where? In Karnataka.
Additional Prabhu, just for this information, Alvar Tirunelveli is the birthplace of Alvar, Nammalvar. It's a birthplace of Nammalvar, one of the 12 Alvars. Nammalvar is one of the 12 Alvars who propagated this Vaishnavism.
Oh, acha. His
They are
birthplace.
all actually ornaments of Lord Vishnu, who they incarnated in the earth for propagating bhakti, devotion.
Right. 12 Alvars are there.
Yes, 12 Alvars.
And I think Nam Alvar's daughter is Andal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Periyalvar.
Periyalvar. Acha. Okay, so now here this Bhattatharis. So Bhattatharis, Prabhupada is writing this a nomadic tribe. And they dress like sannyasi, but their actually business is to allure others to supply women for their camp, and they cheat many women and keep them with their camp. In this way, they increase the population. Bengali is Bengali. So they keep some women, and these women attract the men, and they keep them like that. Bhattatharis. So this is where in Karnataka, Mallar After Kanyakumari, Mahaprabhu moved up Karnataka. And then this pastime is there. After Chaitanya went to this pastime they have not elaborated here. Maybe later it will come. There is a temple of Raghunath. And then okay. So Krishna Das. Okay, now we will see the PPT. With women the better the Brahmana simple and PPT you can show.
Yes, bro.
The Lord also went there quickly just to find him. Krishna went to their place early in the morning. Accomplishing okay, so this pastime of Bhattatharis. This is very important pastime. Right.
Meeting of Shiva and Parvati at Sri Shailam. This is there. After that, I think Mahaprabhu Venkataputta conversation, Kurma Purana, Ramdas Vipra. And then Krishna Das.
And Bhattatharis. Okay. Okay, we'll discuss.
Liberation of 7 palm trees at Dantakaranya.
We'll discuss this pastime of Bhattatharis. You can keep that. Bhattatharis, previous one.
That's all. Finish, completed, bro. Madhya, 10.
Oh, no, no.
Only
You
6
can
to
go to
7,
that.
5 to 6 slides.
No, you can go to that Bhattathari slide. Yeah, yeah. Krishnadas and Bhattaharis. Bhattaharis. And that is not Bhattaharis. Spelling mistake. What is exactly here? What you read? What is it? What is
You can
it?
share, bro. You can share that one.
Acha, we are not able to see. See, in CC, what is there? Here you see. What is it?
Bhattathari.
Bhattatharis. Not Bhattaharis. We generally say Bhattaharis.
Yeah.
Bhattatharis.
One T is there.
Yes, Bhattathari. So it's not Bhattahari, but it's Bhattathari. Okay, you share that slide. So this Bhattathari's women allured Krishnadas, who was servant of Lord Chaitanya. So these Bhattadharis, they allured him, and then he was staying with them, the women like that. And then Lord Chaitanya went, "Arey, where is my servant?" And then he went and saw that he is with them. They had allured him, hypnotized him. And then Lord said, "Arey, I am a sannyasi, I am only one servant, and you have taken him also. Please give me my servant." They became angry, and with all the weapons they started attacking the Lord. But by the Lord's mystic potency, the weapons came and boomeranged upon them only, and cut their hands and legs and heads. And Lord brought Krishnadas back to him. You see how Lord is lifting Krishna. And Krishna is saying, "No, I want to be with them. Don't bring me back." Then Krishna Das and Lord is carrying him on his shoulder. Ideally, Krishna Das should be carrying Lord on his shoulder as a servant. But no, Lord has to carry him on his shoulder because they had hypnotized him. The women seduced. So now this is very important. Now our acharyas say that how a personal servant of the Lord also can get bewildered. And he has got personal association of the Lord still. And there is one more servant of Lord whom Lord banished. Who was that?
Chota Haridas.
Oh, Chota Haridas. So now what is common between Chota Haridas and Krishnadas?
Common is that both of them were bewildered.
Yeah. So, so if you see Krishnadas, he went to the camp of Bhattadharis and stayed with those women, and Lord had to bring. And Chota Haridas only thought about a woman in his mind. So one is offense or the sin in the mind, and one did sin, actual sin, physical. So which is more grave? In the mind or actually one doing? So,
Actually doing.
yeah. But if we see, the Lord gave grave punishment to Chota Haridas. And he brought on his shoulder like this carrying Krishnadas. Yeah. So who should have got grave punishment? Yeah.
Krishnadas.
Krishnadas. Yeah. But now why like this discrepancy? Was Lord mistaken? Lord did some mistake? Or it happened by chance? Everybody understood the question? Or no?
Chota Haridas was a brahmachari, sannyasa order. And so Lord was teaching a lesson that it should be very strict when you are taking a sannyasa order.
I don't know Krishnadas was Grahastha or Brahmachari, but that is not the reason. There is some other reason.
And Krishnadas took shelter. After this, Krishnadas took shelter of Nityananda Prabhu.
Oh, Krishnadas was Nityanand Prabhu's person. He was Nityanand Prabhu's man. And Nityanand Prabhu gave him. He was counselor of Nityanand Prabhu. Counselor of Krishnadas was who? Nityanand Prabhu. And counselor of Chota Haridas was who? Was counselor of Chota Haridas. So Chota Haridas counselor was Lord directly. So one important lesson from this pastime we learn, don't make Lord directly counselor. Means take shelter of a devotee of Lord. So if we directly are in touch with the Lord, then little mistake also will be banished, kadak. But because Krishnadas was under shelter of Nityanand Prabhu, that's why Lord brought him back. But Chota Haridas was directly under the Lord only. So that's why Lord banished him directly. So directly under the Lord is dangerous. Be under the devotee of the devotee of the devotee of the devotee under them. Of course, that doesn't mean that we should do wrong activity, sinful activity, and then hide behind devotees. But this is very important lesson from this. Our Acharya tells that one who is in directly touch with the Lord, for him then there is no mercy. But Nityananda Prabhu engaged Krishnadas in service. He was there in service of Lord. Nityananda Prabhu engages him. He sends him to Navdeep to call all the devotees that Lord has come back. So he was still in the service, but Chota Haridas ultimately committed suicide only. So the important lesson is directly don't be under Lord. Be under the devotee, Lord's devotees. The more you become Das, you are more safe. So Raghunath Das also, he was trying to take guidance from the Lord directly. And that's why he couldn't escape only. Once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6 times, his bodyguards were catching him again and again. When did Raghunath Das actually escape?
After meeting Nityananda Prabhu.
After taking Nityananda's dust and Mahaprasad, after that he escaped. So Lord again wanted to show, don't directly be under me, be under my devotees. Then you are safe, more safe. If you are directly under me, then you will be burnt. Means little mistake and that. So that is important lesson from Chota Haridas and Krishna Das. So be devotee. So when somebody would come to meet Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he would ask his devotee disciple that go and ask him what is his identity, who is he? And if the devotee says, I am the devotee of Lord Krishna, then what Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur would say?
He will not spend the time for that devotee.
He'll say, I am very busy, tell him to go back. And but if he says that I am the servant of the Lord, then he would say, I have a whole day for you. So like that should be our attitude. So that is the lesson from Krishnadas and Bhatta Tharis. Okay. So today also we couldn't complete the chapter, but we got very two important lessons. Which are the two important lessons we learned today? We'll repeat. Other than Shivguna, Krishna Prabhu and Sri Kumar. other than that. 2 lessons, important lessons we learned today. Would like to repeat. Nobody? Others? Nobody is speaking.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
First
Your name?
one, whatever the obstacles,
Rachita,
in,
Keshav, Mataji. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Yes.
whatever the obstacles in life, we should not find the reason. Instead, we think it is by the will of the Lord, so we want to
accept
go
it
ahead.
and move ahead. Yeah. Okay.
And
And second one?
second one, rather than the direct, what to say?
Rather than being directly under the Lord,
Under the Lord, we can
we should be
be
under.
the servant of the Lord.
Yes, servant of the servant. Das, Brityasya. And 7 times Kuleshekar Alvar used Brityasya. And servant of. So 7 times. Like that. So then we are more safe. That is the lesson from Bhattadhari and Krishna Das. Okay. So I am your servant of servant. So please keep me under your shelter so I'll be safe. Okay, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
We
Thank
will
you.
complete maybe this chapter next time. More some few things are there. Okay. Yeah, it's 10:30 already.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So very valuable 2 lessons we learned today. Prabhuji very nicely explained. Very valuable lessons, how to be under the shelter of the devotees more safer. And also the important question of asking, puzzling things, what happened in the world, accept as will of the Lord, and continue the devotional service with full enthusiasm. So thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for that wonderful lessons. Which is very, very important for any sadhaka devotee. And very valuable lessons to always remember to progress in bhakti. Thank you, Prabhu. On behalf of all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, let us express our heartfelt gratitude to Prabhu by taking the shelter of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Pancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa
Kripa
Sindhu
Paditana
Pavanyo
Vaishnavi
Yeah.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Prabhu ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Namradam
Thank you,
ki.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So Asimanand Prabhu is not here. I think there is no announcement. Our normal Friday program.
Hare Krishna,
So,
Prabhu. I think
yes,
there's
Prabhu.
something from Prahlad Gurukul.
There is some
Prabhu.
activity, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay,
Children
okay. I
are.
will, Mataji. Yeah, I will make you as host, Mataji. Then you can maybe.
No, not that, Prabhu. Friday, children are reciting slokas
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Prahlad,
Sure, sure.
Prahlad
We will
Maharaj.
include it in the. You want to make one invitation, Mataji? We can make it also.